Hey everybody, it's me, Shell360. I'm here with a haul, and it is a very disappointing haul. I'll be honest with you, I almost didn't film this, but I was like, you know what? Better me to show you than you to find out by spending your own fucking money. So, this is the disappointment. The rest of this stuff is really cool. I like a lot of the stuff I got, but this right here is so fucking disappointing. This is the 15th Shiny Anniversary Party Package. I have the Minho version, and I got this because I think I thought it was going to be something else. So this is like a projector unit. So when you open it up, it's got the shiny animals, stuffed animal characters that they've been promoting. Same characters up here. This is the back. And then inside, you have a photo card. So I have Minho's photo card. He's very, very handsome. And then you have this, which is a little projector and some slides. First of all, there's 5 of them, which got me super excited. Not sure why I allowed myself to be played like this, but I was very excited to get it. And I don't know, guys. I guess I thought that the projector would project photographs. That's the main disappointment. I thought this projector was going to project photographs, and so when I bought it, I thought it would project photographs of Minho. And that was the main reason why I got it, because I'm like, cool, I can project photographs of Minho on my wall. That will be fun. It's not that kind of projector. So I'm going to take one of the slides and put it at the top. There's a slot right here where you put the slide in. So I'm putting the slide in. Hopefully I don't have it backwards. It's hard to tell forwards and backwards. It's the same design both sides. And I'm just going to show you in the packaging what it looks like. Hopefully you can see it. You may not be able to. It says Onu birthday. That's what it says. That's what the slide looks like. There's one for every member of Shiny, except Jonghyun. That really like sealed the deal for me that this is disappointing as hell. So you're like, okay, there's 5 slides, but there's only 4 members of Shiny in this. Yes, absolutely. This is what the 5th slide is. I don't know if you could see it, but it says 15th Shiny Anniversary. That's what the fifth slide says. 15 Shiny Anniversary. I'm so disappointed. I'm so incredibly disappointed. I'm disappointed because, first of all, apparently graphic design is somebody's passion, but not the person who created this, because it's bullshit. It's like a kiddie project. And don't get me wrong, I'm probably the fool for being a 40-plus-year-old woman buying a party projector, but I just expected it to be something better, especially because I feel like they've done film before. Like I've ordered shiny things that have like film. Like I've ordered actual shiny film before that I've had to put up against like a piece of paper in order to see it. And so it's not unreasonable for me to think that they're going to come with something very similar, but this time you get the projector to go with it. No, no, not at all. Instead, you get, I don't even know. I really don't know what they expect us to do with this. It's not even a fun graphic. It would have, what would have made this better? Honestly, what would have made this better is if it had been slides of various shiny album covers. That would have been really, really cool. Or like, if it had been for the 15th anniversary, but to link it to the album, it had been slides of album artwork or album covers. Even if you just did OT4, you could do Onu and then Minho and Key and Taemin, and then do one that's the OT4 album cover for Hard. That would have been fine, but that's not what they did here, and it's just really disappointing. It also came with this package right here, which I don't even know what this is. Like, I think it's supposed to be, I don't know. I have no idea what the fuck this is. but this was also underneath the projector thingy. But yeah, just high key disappointed. Very, very disappointed. Um, I very rarely ever am disappointed by the things I buy for Shiny for merchandise. Like I've got a couple of like small shiny things that I'm like, I'm not sure why y'all made this, but I didn't pay that much for it, so I don't really care. Like I have a key luggage tag, and I'm like, I'm not sure why y'all made this, but I don't really care because it's shiny. This is something that if somebody made me a good enough deal, I would sell it with Minho's photo card because I just think that this is junk. I think it's junk. I'm really, really disappointed. Now let's see the other stuff I got. Because I have a box of stuff here. So let's start out with another 15th anniversary thing that I got. I got this, which is the 15th anniversary lucky card set. And I got this because I like shiny photo cards. I don't collect them the way I used to. I used to collect every single Minho photo card, merch, records. Well, not all merch, but I used to collect a fair amount of merch cards, tour cards, um, Japanese and Korean albums. Like I used to do a lot of that. Don't do as much anymore. Hey, Alondra. And hey, Sarah. And so I was like, you know what? I wouldn't mind having some cards again. So I got this, and this says on the back that this is the Lucky Card Set Minho. So this was already guaranteed that I was going to get Minho from the jump, which it's nice to have the guarantee. So the first card you get is this card here, which is the anniversary card. It's got the anniversary date on it. It's got an acorn. I'm not sure what that says. It looks like a stick of gum. Sun and baby cheese. That's what it is. For any of you who can read that. And then, oh, it's an acorn because Minho's character is a squirrel. That makes a lot of sense. So that's Minho's card, and then there's writing on the back. Again, I can't really read this, and part of it is because it's handwriting font, and usually I can sound out Hangul characters. I just can't sound that out because I can't make out what's what on there. And then this is the photo card that you get. Oh, he's so hot. Oh my gosh. I realize that Minho is not for me. Minho is in my mind's eye, Minho is very much a queer man. So I know he's not for me, but a girl can look and a girl can dream. And gosh, he is so beautiful. He's so beautiful. I hope he goes to bed with someone really hot every single night. Hey, Auntie. So let's keep going because I got more stuff here. I got this, which is a postcard book. Yes, this is a postcard book called Every Day is Shiny Day, Piece of Shiny. And let's see, this is also from 2023, but I don't think this is considered 15th anniversary merchandise. I'm not exactly sure, to be honest with you. I think this might be considered concert merch, but I don't know. A lot of stuff came out around the same time, so it's really hard to tell like what is fan meet merch and what's concert merch, at least to me, because I haven't really kept as tight a hold on it. But this is the postcard book, and inside it came with this film strip for Key. I think it's cute. I would have rather had Minho, but it is what it is. And then inside you get 2 postcards of every member. So I'm just going to really quickly go through here so you can see the different poses. This is going to be very quick viewing because it's not substantial. Oh, he's so cute! Ugh! He's so cute! And then the last card, I'm having a hard time looking at. There you go. That was actually a really cute picture of Taymeen. Taymeen is so adorable. Uh, I have a question for Shawwals, by the way. Did Shawwals know that Taemin was going to be doing a performance at a soccer field? So there's clips from a couple of days ago where Minho went to a soccer game and Taemin was performing I think he was performing advice on the soccer field, fully dressed, with dancers, the whole 9 yards. And Minho took a fan cam of it because, Minho soccer and Taemin, I mean, that is his dream combination. Anytime he can combine shiny members of sports, Minho's in hog heaven, right? Anyway, Minho films this soccer team, right? And I'm like, why are the stands so fucking empty? For the price of a ticket to a soccer game, you just had to wait till halftime, and Taemin was gonna perform a song. Did Shawwalls not know he was gonna be there, and that's the reason why those stands weren't full? Because I'm not a soccer watcher, but if somebody told me I could buy a $20 or a $30 ticket to a soccer game and I would get to see Taemin perform, even if it was just one song, I'd be down. I'd be so down. I don't understand people. I really don't, because it could not be me. It would never be me. So anyway, next I have this. This is actually a piece of old merch. This is Best Choice Minho. This is a newer Best Choice thing. This is from 2022. I have the first Best Choice merch from before Minho went to the military. And that's all of Minho's merch, like his solo merch, is all called Best Choice because his name is Choi, so Best Choice Minho. Anyway, this is a Polaroid set, and I have the first Polaroid set. They're like a dark blue background. It's funny because Minho, of course, he can't get that far away from shiny, so he's like, yeah, I'll take my own merch, but make sure that there's some kind of blue involved in it because, Shawwal colors. Oh, girl, this thing is caught in here. I'm trying to pull it out, and it doesn't want to come out of the cellophane. There you go. All right, so it comes in this folder here, and when you open it up, I think it's 8 Polaroids, so that's the first one. He's so cute. Then the next one, and the back is just plain, so you're not missing anything from the back. And then the next one, and then the next one, and then the next one. I love you, shiny world. He's so bashful, shy boy. A model, trying to wink, ineffective. Very handsome CEO, businessman, and then finally just him looking like himself. So yeah, those are all of the Polaroids from the Best Choice set. And I'm glad I have these because I love beautiful pictures of Minho. I don't really like his wardrobe in this particular photo set. It's literally just a white turtleneck and a black jacket. It would have been nice if he had like a couple of costume changes, but Minho is a very simple person when it comes to the fashion choices he makes for his solo stuff. He usually doesn't go like too far away from like traditional standard menswear. It's just when he's with Shiny that he's like, yes, I will wear that BDSM harness. That looks good to me. But yeah, most of the time when it's just him, he's like jeans, t-shirt, blazer, turtleneck, golf clothes. In fact, you know what? I'm surprised that Minho doesn't just release merch of him in his golf clothes playing golf. Like, that's so him. Just go ahead and play up your strengths. Do stuff that's specifically for you. More Minho stuff in here. I got this, which is the 2023 Season's Greetings photo pack for Minho. So this is what it looks like here, and then this is the picture here. Now, if you've been following my channel for a really long time, then you know I used to buy all of the Shiny Season's Greetings. The last Shiny Season's Greetings that I bought was the Season's Greetings that came out after Junghyun passed away. So they had already been filmed, like photographed. They were in production when he died. For those of you who don't remember, Junghyun died in mid-December. So it wasn't like they hurried up and came out with the Season's Greetings for the year after he passed. It was one of those things that was already in production. But that was the last Season's Greetings I bought for Shiny, like new Season's Greetings, because I don't know. I felt like that was a good place to end things. But this particular season's greetings, I wanted to get this photo pack because the theme was like a cereal theme, and it was just so colorful and so cute that I'm like, I will get this photo pack, even though I have no interest in buying the season's greetings that goes with it. But yeah, Shiny's had some beautiful season's greetings. The one that they had last year was like a classical music theme. It was very, very nice. Minho looked very good. But yeah, so this comes in a clear kind of cellophane envelope. And inside, I think it's just like a few different pictures. Taking that out, cellophane envelope. And then it comes with this kind of traditional photo card here that doesn't have anything printed on the back. Oh no, there's two. Hey, there's two. I love this. And then there's the backs. I personally love long hair Minho. I hate that he decided to cut his hair because look how pretty he is with long hair. If you follow my channel for a long time, then you know that one of my favorite Minhos of all time is long-haired Minho around 2009 Year of Us era. Ugh. I know he was young then, so it's not about his body, it's about the hair. I think he looks so good in longer hair. But then after that, they started styling him in a lot shorter hair. In fact, his hair was like super short after 2009 Year of Us, because I want to say Lucifer came out after 2009 Year of Us, and like they literally buzzed his hair. It was frustrating. And then you come with this Polaroid. He is so cute. Oh my gosh, so hot. And then there's these big pictures. I haven't opened this yet, if you can't tell. Here's him with a watering can with flowers in it. That's not how that works, Minho. You're supposed to put the and okay, you know what? Don't worry about it. You're not a gardener. You're a beautiful, beautiful man. And then this photo, ugh, this one. This is the one. This is the one. He looks so good here. And then it comes with a message scratch card. Bitch, do you really think I'm ever gonna scratch this in your life? You're supposed to scratch it to see messages. First of all, I can't even like read this. I'm not gonna scratch it. I'm not gonna scratch it. I'm not gonna win anything by scratching it. So yeah, this is something that I will never use it. Just like when Seasons Greetings gives you like all of those planners and they want you to like write in them. Girl, I just paid $40 plus maybe another $10 shipping to get this thing here. Do you really think I'm gonna spend the money that I did just to mess it up by writing in my ugly ass handwriting? No, thank you. So yeah, this is something that I will never write in. Sarah, you write in those things? Girl, not me. Not never, never. It's part of the collector in me. I just can't make myself write in those planners. It just feels like it ruins it. It would be like opening up an album and writing on the album. Why would I ever do that? I'm never going to do that. So yeah, all of my season's greetings remain completely unmolested because I could never. I could never. All right, I think that's all of the shiny merch that I ordered. I had ordered one other thing from Minho's concert, but they were out of stock, and so I didn't get it. So this is all the shiny stuff I have in here. The rest of the stuff, like I said, it's it's great stuff. It's not shiny, but it's great stuff. So this is my copy of the Cupid single by 50/50. I ordered this about a month ago, and I don't know, guys. No, it's been more than a month. I ordered this at the end of May, and so it's been more than a month. But the cleaning lady was here, so I waved at her. I don't know. I don't think I'm psychic. I don't believe I'm psychic. But at the time that I bought this, all the problems with 50/50 and the record label weren't really a thing. It wasn't. So I thought, since I had their debut, and Cupid is such a big single, I'll just go ahead and I'll buy Cupid. It'll be fine. I had no idea when I ordered this that their situation was going to fall apart the way that it has. Things had been so bad for 50/50. Like, I just can't believe it. I just can't believe it. I got this on kpoptown.com, and like I said, I ordered it May 26th. So it's been 2 months since I ordered it, actually. And yeah, I had no idea that everything was going to be the way it is. I just remember thinking, this is a really cute song. I have liked the group. I already had their debut album. Let's just keep it going with the collection train. But now I kind of feel like this is a collector's item. If you have the ability to get your hands on one of these, I'd go ahead and buy it. Not necessarily to like price gouge the market or anything, but I feel like if nothing else, this is a historical moment in time for K-pop because I feel like this is one of the first well, no, not one of the first. I would say this is one of a handful of truly organic K-pop hits. And don't get me wrong, there are songs that come out of nowhere and they become huge hits in Korea. But when it comes to songs just out of nowhere without meaning to be promoted, becoming popular in the United States, I'm thinking Gangnam Style is an example. I'm thinking of 50/50. I'm thinking of Jumping from Crayon Pop. I know somebody's going to shout, what about BTS? What about Blackpink? What about Twice? There were concerted efforts by fans to get those songs played in the West. Let's be honest. But I can't see 50/50 fans being able to congregate enough to make this song a hit. And so I don't know. There was just something, before all of the bullshit happened, there was just something really hopeful and encouraging about 50/50 coming out of nowhere, being a Nugu group on a no name label, and number one, having a stunning debut, a debut that's like not just good like for a girl group, but good for like the variety of voices and like the time it took to make that. And it just everyone was suited in that debut. But then to come back with a banger like Cupid and climb the charts through TikTok, like we'll just never see it again. We'll just never see it again. And so I'm really glad I have this because I'm pretty sure we won't be getting anything else by 50/50. Or if we do, it's going to be one of those BAP situations where like they go to court, everybody litigates, and then finally they decide, okay, we're going to give it another shot with each other. And then it doesn't go anywhere. And everything that comes out gets worse and worse over time. So anyway, let's see what inclusions we got. We have this sticker here. We have 2 photo cards. I do not know the names of the girls. I don't study them like that, so you can come up with who this is, but these are the 2 photo cards I got. Cute photo cards. Here is the back. I like the back of this one a little bit more than that one, maybe because it's centered. And then I have this photo reel of the members. It's cute. I think that the lighting is bad, but it's still cute. And then there's some other stuff in here too. There is this sticker sheet here, which is cute. I like it. And this is all from the filming of the video, I believe. Oh, there's a poster in here. That's nice. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. This is the poster. I don't know how to describe it, but the paper is like waxed. It's like soft paper. Sarah, you use the sticker. Girl. She said, I'm not selling my stuff. This is for me to use. And then this is the large postcard that came with it. I don't think there's any other like inclusions in here. It's just photographs from the video shoot. So you can see like the styling. It's all photographs from the video shoot, which, you know what, when we're talking about a single, that's what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to come up with artwork that doesn't match the video because you're literally selling a single. So if people like the single and they like the way the music video looks for the single, then you make sure that the artwork matches the single. And this is literally just the single. Like, look at that track list. It's Cupid, Cupid twin version, and then Cupid instrumental. There's nothing else to this. There's nothing else to this. So yeah, that's what you want. If you are buying a single for a group, you want everything to match the video because that's what you bought it for. And I'm happy with this. I'm very, very happy with this. Like, there's a couple more outfits in here and stuff, but yeah, other than that, like, I didn't expect much from it, and I got exactly what I wanted from it, and I'm going to keep it as a historical relic of a time and a place that we might not see again. I don't know. I have to say, like, I was hopeful for 50/50 that maybe they would be the savior of their label. I hate to bring this up because I think my last live, I did a really good job of not talking about BTS too much, and I'm trying to keep on that same vibe. But I gotta talk about BTS for just a second. BTS kind of had their label kind of had a similar background to Attract in that the CEO of their label had industry connections, had worked on a lot of projects in Korea, knew a lot of people, had a very visible name. And so it was one of those things where it wasn't that they were a label that came out of nowhere, because if you recall, Big Hit had huge connections with JYP. It was just one of those things where they had not had their own group on the label Hit. Like, I think there were two members of 2AM that were a part of Big Hit. I want to say that part of Miss A had something to do with Big Hit. But yeah, Big Hit didn't have like their own group that had gone out there, failed, succeeded, whatever. So, well, no, I take that back. I take that back. How could I forget? Big Hit had a girl group that was actually the first release, if I recall. But one of the girls in the girl group, because she was being underpaid, decided to blackmail a famous Korean actor because he was trying to cheat on his wife with her and her friend. And then they got found out, and then Big Hit disbanded the group. So yes, Anthony Glam, that's the name of the group. So yeah, I forget, BTS wasn't the first. But I say all that to say that BTS, through social media, through fan connection, they did a lot to prop up the profile of the label. Like, I remember BTS going on tour in Europe before Dark and Wild came out. I want to say the Red Bullet tour was before Dark and Wild came out. And so they really did pull their label up from obscurity into something big. And I was kind of hoping that 50/50 could do the same, because one, it'd be really cool to see a girl group do that. But two, I like the sound. I think that their music sounds good, and I like the music direction. And, not for nothing, even though a lot of the releases that BTS has done recently haven't been my jam, I have really loved a lot of the acts on Hive. I think TXT is such an interesting group to listen to. I think that Eserathim is an interesting concept, because I can't get a handle on them girls. They do so many different styles. It's wild. I think New Jeans is probably the future of K-pop, just to be quite honest with you. New Jeans has done something that I feel like I have not seen in K-pop, where their sound is such a identifier for them, and their style is such an identifier for them, that they just feel a lot like a Western group. When you think of groups like NCT, or you think of groups like, I need to pick another label, Big Bang. Usually when they come back with something different every time. I feel like New Jeans does not come back with something different every time. To the point that when people go out in public and they have pigtails, a cropped white shirt, and like really baggy jeans, people are like, oh, you're doing a New Jeans look. It's just one of those things where like they're really identifiable. And you could say that like 2NE1 kind of had that same thing going on. But even with 2NE1, it was almost like too samey, which I feel like by making this distinction, I'm kind of being an asshole. But let's be real. Teddy on Everything kind of made things a little bit too samey. I feel like Blackpink kind of suffers from that as well. Whereas New Jeans, it's like, we know they're doing a throwback 90s to Y2K style, but they bring in different people for the songs. And so it's like, this is their style, but they're operating differently within that style. And I don't know, I just really wanted 50/50 to like be the one to bring up their label, because maybe there's other stuff in the back that 50/50's label wanted to bring out too. Maybe there's a boy band sitting in the back, or maybe there's a soloist sitting in the back. But that's part of what I like about when Nugu groups make it big, is that once one team makes it really big, they bring up the rest of the label, and all the other trainees get their opportunity to be seen on a music show, or dancing in the background, or doing something. And that's what I was really looking forward to for their label. But maybe their label doesn't deserve to have that chance. I don't know. We shall see. But yeah, like, I think about how Sistar really, in my opinion, kept the lights on at Starship enough for them to be able to bring out Monster X. I wonder what ATEEZ's label is going to do. Like, I feel like everybody else who's on the label for ATEEZ does nothing, or they haven't done anything, or they've been really low key about putting out music for other artists on that label. But yeah, Anthony says, yeah, or even wearing torn up jeans and a short jacket and a cap, people say, oh, you're doing E Seraphim clothing style. See? Distinction. Distinction. Anyway, let me get off my soapbox. Let's keep going. This is the last, like, kind of pure K-pop theme that's in this box. This is the NCT Dojejong Perfume mini album. I got this magazine version. There's like, I want to say 7, 8 versions of this thing. I only got this one. So there's like the Schminnies, I think there's Digipacks, I think there might be jewel cases. I don't know. I never intended to collect all of these. I really only ever intended to collect this. And the reason I got this is because I fucking love this mini album. I think it is absolutely perfect. I feel like SM made this mini album for me. I want them to have a full album comeback. I feel about them the way that some of the people who I know feel about EXO CBX. Like, I'm thinking Agatha specifically. Agatha really likes Chen for whatever fucking reason. And yeah, this is my CBX. This is the one for me. I just love every single thing about this album. I love the sound. I love their voices. I love the musical direction. I love how it's perfume, which already lets you know we're talking sensual here. I love everything about this. My favorite song on here, probably Strawberry Sunday, even though I love Can We Go Back, but Strawberry Sunday I think might be my favorite song in here. But I love every song. I love every song. This was perfect for me. This has been really, really perfect for me. I still don't have a bias in any of the NCT universes, but this group right here is the one that I would buy another record from them sight unseen. It's so, so perfect. Also, I just retweeted a tweet that was on Sompy saying that NCT is going to be doing like an NCT Universe concert tour. About fucking time. About fucking time. Like, just put all the NCT boys on a plane, on a bus, and send them across the world. You might as well. You've got so many people that are in so many different units and subunits, and just put them all together and send them around the world. That's what I want. That's what all my homegirls want. And if they come in my state, I'm going to try to see them, because I think that's going to be an amazing concert. It's going to be long as shit. And I'm excited to know what songs SM will think are worthy enough to be put on a concert playlist for all of NCT. And I mean, if we're talking all of NCT, does that mean we're getting Wavy? Does that mean that we're getting NCT in Japan? Are we getting Dream, You, 127, the subgroups, solo stages? Like, how long will this fucking concert be, to be honest with you? But I've seen NCT on stage before. That actually happened because I went to the Korean Times Music Festival with Mason, and NCT was there, and they performed Touch, which was so fucking amazing, and they also performed Cherry Bomb. So I don't have to see Touch in concert, but my life would be made to see Superhuman in concert. Like, I'm just gonna tell you now, if you want to see me break into tears, if I see Superhuman in concert, I'll cry. I really will. Anyway, here are the photo cards I got. So I'm happy with the photo cards because, like I said, I don't really have a bias. And then here is the back. This photo card's a little bit damaged, which is very, very weird. It's got like a line across it. It's not bent. It's just got like, I don't know. It's got like a bend line, but I can feel that it's not bent. So weird. Anyway, but it's got a little bit of damage on it. I don't know if you can see like the line, how the light breaks where the line is. But anyway, this card's a little bit damaged, but I'm not collecting cards for this group or this release. So it doesn't matter to me. And there is a poster in here. Yay! Let's look at the poster. I'm not gonna put it up because I'm super, super grown. Oh, hey, the posters are one-person posters. I did not know that. So yeah, I did not know that. I thought it was going to be a group poster. That would have made sense to me, but fuck me. Anyway, I'm really excited to have this, especially because with people pulling stuff off of streaming all the time, I'd be really sad if one day SM got kicked off Spotify and I couldn't watch this stuff or listen to this stuff anymore. That would hurt my spirit. So I'm really glad I got this. Also, I'm really digging this version. Okay, so this is what the pictorials in here look like. So the name of the album is Perfume, and like all these photographs look like perfume ads to me. Like you literally could slap the logo for any perfume on these pictures and it would totally work. Versace, per home. Like, can you see it? I see it. It's gorgeous. This is Versace, Dylan Blue. I could just see it. It totally makes sense to me. CK1. I really, really like this. Even the color pictures. Come on. These are perfume ads. I love this. This is so freaking nice. This is really, really nice. Yeah, I'm very, very happy with this purchase. This makes me incredibly happy. So, yeah, whoever the stylist was on this, whoever decided what the aesthetic was going to be on this, you did an excellent job. I'm very, very happy with this. You've made my day. All right, now let's go on to the last two things, and these are both kind of K indie items. Some of you may not care, but I'm just going to show you anyway because, like, they make me happy, so whatever. So I got this. This is Sohyun. I hope I'm saying her name right. This is Sohyun, and I opened it because it had these photo cards on the outside. It was like right here, and so I opened it to take those photo cards out. Also, the track list is on a sticker on the plastic on this album. I have not yet made up my mind what I'm going to do because this is a sticker on plastic, and I want to gently peel the sticker off and put it back here where the track list, in my opinion, should be. But I'm scared of tearing the sticker because the sticker is almost the same size as my hand. And, sometimes when you're peeling these stickers, it is very, very difficult to not rip them. The small ones are easy, but the big ones are a bitch. So I'm kind of afraid of putting this away, actually. I'm kind of scared. So I'm going to take off the full plastic because I haven't done that yet. Because I knew that the photo cards were in this little packet, so I didn't need to open it to see photo cards. But yeah, this is distressing shit. Why would you do this to me? So somebody asked who this is. Oh, okay. So you saw when I put this up that like the sticker was in the middle. When you take the plastic off, there's like a matte rectangle in the middle of like a glossy cover. And it doesn't show up on camera very well, but like yeah, you can kind of see it right here where it's like matte in the middle and then glossy on the edges. And it's a bunch of like different versions of her persona or their persona. Try not to catch me slipping, but I might. And then the back is completely clear, which I think I want to put the sticker there, but what you can't see is that there's a little bit of like shine. There's like a thing there. Anyway, it's basically a digipack. It's a CD, and then yes, this is all her. She's one person. These are just a bunch of like different vibes, or them. I'm not sure if it's them or her. I have not looked that up. Anyway, it's just a bunch of her different vibes. And I already opened the photo cards, and the photo cards are all her different vibes too. It's actually pretty freaking cool. So it's like, if I was to describe like the way that everything looks here, it reminds me of like a chameleon. Like she's somebody who like, I have a masculine side, I have a sexy side, I have a powerful side, I have kind of an introverted side, and all of that is there. This is this is KRMB. Okay, so let me explain how I came about this. This is why I knew I was going to have to talk about BTS during this haul, because I needed to talk about this. So yeah, there you go. So she has a song on this album with RM from BTS. So you can see it on the track listing. It's right here, and the song is called Smoke Sprite. Um, I wanted to listen to the song. I wanted to listen to the song. This album came out almost the same time that Jimin's album came out. And so when I was listening to a K-pop playlist, they were like literally one song after the other. And I've talked about this before on my channel, but you know, Rapmon's voice is not my favorite anymore. And I have struggled with the fact that his voice is not my favorite because I love him so much. But yeah, his voice is not my favorite. And so he has been doing features on people's albums, and the songs have been good, but his feature has been bad. So I was kind of worried about what I was going to do when I listened to this song. But when I heard the song, fucking RM, and I don't mean that like he's bad. What I mean is, when you listen to the song, she has such a captivating, she has such a captivating voice that you're like, I can't concentrate on anything but what you're doing and what you're saying. And apparently, they were a part of a rock band. It was them and another guy. And they were a rock band, and I think they went on like a television show, and they won a bunch of awards for like being a K indie rock group. And then they went solo and decided to do like K R&B, and the whole album is just a vibe. That's the only thing I could say. Alondra, I don't know if she's still here, but I'm sure Alondra's listened to this thing back and forwards, and it's great. It's really, really awesome. And you know, I haven't collected as much K hip hop lately as I used to in the past. I feel bad about that a little bit, because you know, that was, I think that's something that my channel was known for. As much as I'm known for being a shawal, I am also known for my collection of K hip hop, K R&B. I have a video of my K R&B, K hip hop collection here on the channel. If you've never seen it, I highly recommend that you do, because I have a lot. But anyway, yeah, I haven't really been buying as much indie stuff. And I listened to this album completely, and I was like, you know, I've got to own this. I've got to own this, because this is just something different than the norm. And I would be really sad if I could not listen to this again. And so, yeah, I needed to have it. I was going to show you guys the photo cards. So they come in a little plastic slipcase, and inside is like, it's not a real folder, but it's kind of a folder. And there is two stickers. So there's this sticker here, which is the same embossing that's on the back of the digipack, for anybody asking. And then there's this sticker here. And then there's these photo cards, and these photo cards are photo cards of all the characters that are on the front. So every person that you see here, they got their own photo card in this packet, which I think is really super cool. So here's kind of like, you know, the introverted, I'm not a celebrity, don't look at me kind of character. Then there is the kind of like goth chick, you know, homegirl from the Breakfast Club type of vibe. And then you have this one who's like powerful, covered in furs, very serious, kind of a witch. Then you have this character here who's giving very much, I'll strap down your girl energy. Then you have this one here who's like, you know, hey, sex. That's all. Just sex. And then you have this one who's like, is this what you like, daddy? And I don't know, I appreciate all the different personas being presented in this person, in the duality of everything. So, yeah, I just think it's really cool. If you've never listened to the album, I highly recommend you do if you have taste like mine. Now, if you don't like the same things that I like, this may not be your speed. But for me, I'm so glad that RM featured on this album because I might have never listened to it without him. Okay, now this is the last thing I have. This is literally the reason why I placed this order. So I know I wanted the shiny stuff, but I could get shiny stuff a lot of different ways. I could get shiny stuff off of eBay. I could go on Zen Market. I have avenues for getting collectible shiny things, and anything I can't get through a mainstream website, like I said, I have ways of getting the things I want. But this I had to have. And so I'm like, let me put a haul together to make it worth my while to ship this to me. This is Cold's Love Part 2. And I have been listening to Cold for a really long time, for years now. But Cold takes huge hiatuses. After Love Part 1 came out, really long, long hiatus. And when I found out Love 2 was coming out, it was because, again, the internet's wanted to advertise that RM was going to be on the track. He adds nothing to the track. Like, leave us alone, please. But that's okay because Cold more than makes up for it. He's so talented. The music is so good. It's jazz, it's winter, it's nighttime, it's study playlist, lo-fi, soothing. He wrote a song for Baekhyun on Baekhyun's debut, and you could tell he wrote it. You could tell he wrote it. Like, it's so nice. And hi, David, doing well. But yeah, I just I adore I adore this album, and I loved Love Point One, but Part One, but Love Part Two to me is just a masterpiece. There are no skips on here. There's maybe a skipped 30-minute, 30-second part. You know who you are. That the brother from Akmu is on here. Baekhyun is on here. Like, this is star-studded, and it's just super wonderful. And I had to have it. But I also had to make sure I got it as soon as it came out in physical. Because it came out on digital like a month before it came out physical. And it had been advertised that when the physical came out, they were going to give you this clear sleeve so you could put part 1 and 2 in the same case. And I was like, you smart. You are smart. There's so many times when record labels don't respect collectors. Literally all the time, if we're just being honest with each other. The fact that you have albums that come out with 15, 18, 25 different versions, 100 different photo cards, that's all because they know collectors like to collect everything. They like completed collections. So they put this out and they make you spend sometimes hundreds of dollars to get everything for your bias, right? And it's because they view collectors as cash cows. They don't view them as fans. They view them as obsessive lunatics. And so they're like, I can push you into buying all these albums because what are you going to do? Say no? I don't think so. Because their mind is that collectors feel a sense of obligation and duty to collect all the things, to be completionist. And on the one hand, that is true. But it's very rare that you have somebody who says, sometimes collectors are early adopters. Sometimes collectors are people who are archivists. Sometimes collectors are people who really respect the art enough to be willing to pay a little bit more for the art. Because to be honest, I don't have to buy this album. I've never had to buy any album I bought. I've always done it of my own free will. But, YouTube exists, and every single album I have, you can find it on YouTube. Most of the albums I have, you can find on Spotify. I don't have to own these physical things. And especially for an indie artist, I absolutely don't need to own it physically if I don't want to. However, Cold really said there are people who have been hanging on to part one for years that have it in their collection, and it has been on a shelf for years. And I want to appreciate the people who collect these physical artifacts by giving you something that is a companion piece to the investment you made years ago. And I love that. I really, really fucking adore that. I think it's so thoughtful. And it's a way of giving a nod to your fans without, being corny or being sappy. It's like, I know you've waited a long time. I know I named it part one, so you've probably always been wondering when part two was going to come out. It is now complete. You can put it all together now. And I just find that to be such a thoughtful approach to releasing physical music. Really and truly, like, I don't know. I don't know what the future will hold for Cold. I don't know if like he's releasing this and then he'll go back into the dungeon and stick with production work, because I mean the man makes a lot of money off of production. I don't think this music shit in terms of solo stuff makes a lot of money for him, but I'm very, very grateful to have this. I'm very, very satisfied with his decision to make this for me. And yeah, I can't wait to put my part one in here. There's a little insert so that you can have the room to put it all in there. But yeah, I cannot wait to put my part one in here. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so grateful. I can't wait to watch Alondra's unboxing, because she does beautiful unboxings with gorgeous music and gorgeous videography, and they're just little pieces of art. But yeah, there's not much to show you. It's a digipack. This is a lyrics booklet. There are absolutely no photos in here. So again, the people who buy these, we don't buy these because we get photo cards. We don't buy them because we get pictures of our idol, even though Colt's not bad to look at. You really buy it because you respect the work, you respect the music, and it's just nice to see that respect reciprocated. That's very special. So yeah, this is the last thing in my haul. I don't really have anything else to say tonight, because I did like a really long live stream just a few days ago. Like literally, I was on here for 2 hours talking. So I have no topics to share. Apparently, Raul and Rosalina broke their engagement, and then it's rumored that he's dating Camila Cabello. But also, recently he was spotted swimming in Puerto Rico with Shakira and her children. That's kind of messy. It's kind of messy, a little bit messy. Mm. And then Beyonce has a feature on the new Travis Scott album, which I don't know why, but I love Beyonce, so I'm just gonna assume that maybe she owed Travis Scott a favor. And yeah, Barbie's about to make like $700 million by the weekend. Wild, wild boy. So yeah, like the world, all the things are happening. Have you heard about the BTS? Okay, I will address this very briefly, because honestly, I don't feel like by giving it weight that I'm doing any justice to any particular party. BTS released a book. They released it in like French, English, Spanish, American, and I say that in jest, but I also say it seriously, because if you go to the K-pop Town website, literally have the English UK version and the English American version. So yeah, English and American, and then Korean and Chinese. And there has been some crowing from the armies about the fact that BTS talks about their Sunday groups not treating them well. And armies have come to the conclusion that these Sunday groups that didn't treat them well are either SHINee or Big Bang. Now, I get why people are convinced to shit on Big Bang, because if you were to compare BTS to any legacy large group, Big Bang would be the closest comparison, to be quite honest. But Suga just did an interview with Taeyang not that long ago. He talked about how Big Bang is one of their idol groups. And, you know, if there was any bad blood previously, that shit is over. And I cannot imagine that they would then turn around years later and be like, oh, this group that we idolized so much treated us like shit, yet we put them on one of our interview shows. Like, that doesn't make much sense to me. Um, and as for assuming it's shiny, like Minho and Taeyang did a whole K drama together. A whole K drama together, for those who forget. And all of BTS came to Junghyun's funeral, if you have forgotten. So I can't imagine there being beef there. Also, there has never been, and this is a fact, there has never been a K-pop group of any sort of stature who has said that SHINee were rude, or being assholes, or being unkind. In fact, just to give you an idea of how absolutely heartbreakingly soft-hearted SHINee is, when Tiara's scandal happened, the Korean entertainment industry literally imploded on itself to treat Tiara as bad as they could. And there was a music show where the coordinator did not get seats for Tiara to sit down because they had bought into the lies and the subterfuge of this bitch who was trying to make the rest of the group look bad for bullying her, even though they never bullied her. Anyway, coming back to Forward, Jonghyun got so pissed that he screamed at the producers to get chairs for Tiara, gave up SHINee's chairs for Tiara, talked about how embarrassing and what a shameful act it was to treat these women this way. Based on what? And yeah, if you think for a second that SHINee ever treated BTS with anything other than respect, you're an asshole, because that never happened. That has never happened. That never happened. It never happened. But I say all that to say, I hate the fact that this book has been a way for some armies to dredge up old rivalries and old insults and all these other things, but that HYBE is not pussy enough to name names. Step up your ovary game and name names. If you want to tell it, and you really want to tell it, name names. Don't beat around the bush. At this point in the game, BTS could say that the president of Korea tripped them on the red carpet and then told them that their mother was a bitch, and people would oust the president from their role. That's how big BTS has gotten at this point. So why would you mention Sundays treating you bad and not name them? I would. If I had the world as my oyster, if I had all the power, I would absolutely do it. Even if the group wasn't active anymore, if I was petty enough to mention the story in the first place, name the fucking name. Don't be shy. Tell it. But they don't. And this is the same throw the rock, hide your hand behavior that HYBE has always done from back when they were big hit. They've always known about the fact that there were fans who always took things too fucking far, who anything that they saw, they read into whatever wasn't actually there. And because of that, there have been attacks on multiple groups. They've accused every group under the sun of plagiarism. Every single one. They have accused SHINee of plagiarism. Recently, they accused Infinite of plagiarism for sitting on chairs in front of a red curtain. As if no group has ever taken a photograph on a stage, because that's where the red curtain is. It's the red curtain that's on a stage. These people really got the words plagiarism out of their mouth for guys in clothes sitting on chairs in front of a red curtain. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Really and truly, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? But I say all that to say, You've known about this for years. You've known the lengths that people will go to protect BTS and to insult other people that they think are the antis of BTS. So why wouldn't you clarify? Is it because you're afraid of a defamation lawsuit? If that's the case, then just take the whole fucking story out of there. Take it out. Don't do this. This was dumb. Just pull a Jessica. If you really want to tell it, pull a Jessica. Tell it without telling it. Let people make their own assumptions. But that was uncalled for. It really was. And I get having like old grudges and finally being like, looks like I made it. And like, I get that. But this just isn't how you do it, because at this point, BTS has far too much clout to be ambiguous. Just tell it. But yeah, that's all I have to say about that. I really don't have anything else to say, because I'm not ever going to read that book. Like, I just am not. I'm not going to read that book. So there's no reason for me to even begin to go into it. Like, I still haven't read Junghyun's book, and Junghyun's book is on AO3. For those of you who don't know, Junghyun wrote a book, and it is The Skeleton Flower, Diphilia Gray, Skeleton Flower. And the book, when it first came out, was written completely in Korean, and it had no pictures. It was literally just a little gray square book full of writing. I didn't read it because I don't read Korean, but someone has taken the time to translate the entire book and post the translation to AO3. I still haven't read it. And I'm like subscribed to the book. I still have not read it. One day I will. Today is not that day. But yeah, I wouldn't read Junghyun's book, and I love SHINee, and SHINee is my bias. I'm absolutely not reading the BTS book. I'm so sorry. Sorrows, prayers. It's just not for me. So yeah, that's how I feel about that. Does anybody have any other questions for me about anything? Anything else I could share with you? I recently discovered I have 20 pairs of pants. I don't know how that happened, and now I've got to get rid of some pants. And I know for some of you, like 20 pairs of pants is not that many pants. That is a lot of pairs of pants to me. I'm not a person who waits big periods of time between clothing washes. Like, I wash my clothes every weekend. And so having 20 pair of pants, I almost have more pants than I have underwear. That's ridiculous. I don't know how this happened, but I'm now in this situation, and it's bizarre to me. Also, did I ever show you guys my cute little earbud case? This is my earbud case. Isn't she adorable? I love her. But yeah. Other than that, oh, did I tell you guys the last time that I hit a deer with my car? Okay, so you guys, if you are a longtime viewer, then you know I get in car accidents. It's not because I'm a bad driver. I'm actually a decent driver. But I get in car accidents a lot. Yes, I'm in the office after hours. Don't worry about it. I'm fine. This is a protected building. I get in car accidents a lot. I've gotten in quite a few car accidents, even since I started filming. But I got pushed off a road one time while listening to Monster X, I think. No, BAP. One time I was in Dallas. I was driving on Loop 635, if anyone's familiar with Dallas. It was raining that day. I was listening to BAP. It was one of their singles after their big comeback. And I'm in the car, it's in the CD player. A truck with a trailer flies across 3 lanes of highway traffic, runs all the way across the driver's side of my car, and almost pushed me off of an overpass. That was back when I had the Jetta. Ruined the Jetta. Like, it didn't get totaled, but it had like $15,000 worth of damage. A rough time. Another car accident I got into, the Jetta again. I move here, winter weather. I'm coming down a hill with a significant slope, right? And so I'm coming down the hill, and as I'm coming down, I see a car in front of me just spinning like this. And I know I'm coming down, this thing is spinning. I don't want to hit it. I'm trying to apply my brakes as gently as possible, but I'm also going down a very steep hill. I hit a slick patch of ice, drive right into a bush, totally ruin the front end of my car. Get out the car, walk to the Waffle House down the street saying, hey, do you mind if I sit in here with a cup of coffee while I'm on the phone with my insurance adjuster trying to get a tow truck to get my car? Bitch. While the tow truck is pulling my car out of the bush, another car hits that same slick piece of ice and rams into the back of the Jetta, totaled out my car. Completely totaled out my car. Again, I'm not a bad driver. Bad things just fucking happen to me. So then that happens. I think I'm fine. I get the EcoSport. The EcoSport is lovely. I love driving it. There are no problems with the EcoSport. The only problem is the EcoSport was literally a golf cart on stilts. It was like tall and skinny and little and just wasn't as safe as I would like to be. So I get another vehicle. I got another vehicle a year ago. In the year that I've had this vehicle, I've had to do a hail claim because hail came down and completely busted out the outside of the car. So sad. The other day, I'm driving. It is nighttime. I am on a road that has 4 lanes, 2 on one side, 2 on the other. Between the 2 lanes is a ditch. My side of the road is up here, the other side of the road is down there, and there's a ditch between us. I'm driving. I'm in the car, me, Stevie. I'm on the inside lane. All of a sudden, ah! A fucking deer is a foot away from the front of my car, totally took out the entire passenger front side. I had no time to stop. I had no time to react. There was no ability to brake. I just had to step on the gas and keep fucking going. I go to the bank. I'm in the parking lot of the bank looking at my vehicle. My light is busted. My grill is pushed back. My hood is raised up. The wheel well, the cover over the wheel well has fallen off. Stevie tries to get out the car. Her door is jammed. We have to snatch the door from the outside to get her out of the car. And then where I live, because hail is such an awesome thing where I live, I can't get a rental car. I have been trying to get a rental car for a smooth week. No one's got inventory because all the people with hail damage were trying to get rental cars, and all the rental cars that were in the city got damaged by hail. So I can't get a rental car. I'm not a bad driver, y'all. I just have like incredibly weird luck when it comes to my driving. But yeah, I didn't tell you guys about that the last time I did a live, even though I spoke for like 2 fucking hours. But yeah, I'm like, what the fuck? Why is this me? Why is this happening to me? I'm a nice person. So now I'm currently driving my mom's vehicle, which she has a lovely vehicle. It's super nice. It's way nicer than mine, but that bitch drinks gas and she only drinks premium. And yeah, it's terrible. But working through all that, it might be a while before I buy any more K-pop, if you know what I mean. Someone mentioned, David, I believe, mentioned, I hope that Hard gets a repackage. I kind of don't. I kind of don't. Like, I know Hard will get a repackage, and it usually takes like 2 or 3 months for a repackage to come out. And SHINee has always done a repackage for their album, so this would not. It would be weird if they didn't do a repackage. I'm sure that they will, but I don't necessarily want a repackage. Follow me in my thinking here. Let's go on a little trip. I love the fact that SHINee made sure to put an album out as soon as Taemin came back from the military. I appreciate that they love me enough as a fan to want to give me the thing that they believe I want. And you're not wrong. 15th anniversary, brand new album. Let's get it. I don't know what's going on with ONU right now. I don't want a repackage without ONU right now. I don't know what's going on. I'm not going to assume what's going on, but whatever has been going on, ONU needed to not promote in order to heal himself. I don't want to repackage without him. I don't want to take photographs without him. I don't want to have more performances without him. I don't want them to do a repackage until he is well. And I mean like really well and able to perform so that they can record some live stages with him. It just isn't, it's not what I want. And to be honest, like, I don't know what's going on with ONU. I'm not going to assume anything, but it actually has made me really scared. I actually, the silence kind of around ONU and his need to not promote Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he needs to promote for me. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying, well, that's your job. You need to be out there. No. What I'm saying is, I feel like whatever's going on with him is probably very serious. Again, I don't know what's going on with him. I don't know if it's mental, if it's physical, if it's family. I have no clue. But I feel like whatever's going on with him is very serious because not only has he been absent from promoting, but he's just like been radio silence. And usually he's on Bubble. He's usually there's you hear something from him, and we've heard nothing. And I don't know if I could feel normal if anything happened to Onu. I don't know that I could feel normal if anything happened to any member of SHINee moving forward. For those who have ever loved a group and lost a member of a group, the recovery from the initial loss is difficult. Those first few days, weeks, months, even that first year, it feels like tragedy just tinges every corner of everything that's being done. And you try to be happy and you try to be normal, but you just can't function without the tragedy kind of leaning in the background of your mind, right? And so I have loved SHINee a lot. I have adored everything that they've done since they've physically been OT4. But it was really hard to enjoy the story of Light because I was missing someone. I was missing someone. And now here we are, and we're looking at SHINee as four, but three only on the stage. And I just don't know that I could be happy with the reality of only three going forward, especially when I feel like we're not that far removed from the initial tragedy. So I'm not trying to be a harbinger of bad vibes. I'm not trying to get people scared about what's going on with Onu. That's not my intention. I'm just telling you my personal fears and how I feel and why I'm not clamoring for a repackage at this time because I just want Onu to get better. I want whatever the fuck is going on, I want it to be solved. I want him to be better because I think he's special. I've always thought he was special. I think every member of SHINee is special. If I didn't think they were special, I wouldn't spend money on merch like I do. So yeah, that's all. That's all. I don't have anything else to say. Thank you for joining me in my messy office. Yes, I am at work, and yeah, I'm here. It's easier for me to film in my office because honestly, this weekend is a mess at home. It is my nephew's birthday, and he just turned 5, and so it is noise and it is running and it is cake and it is all the things that a 5-year-old does for a birthday. And mentally, I just can't be around that right now. So I'm actually just kind of like waiting them out. So it's finally time that I could go, and I think the party should be over by now. I love him. He will get a present from me, but I can't do all the kid stuff. I had a kid. My kid is grown now. Well, not grown, but my kid is adult now. And so yeah, I can't do the kitty noise. I can't. I can't. I'm so sorry. But anyway, since y'all don't have any questions for me and I've talked about everything I can possibly think to talk about, just have a good evening. Don't be weird about my videos. Like, real talk. Okay, let me just put this out there. Last time I ended the video, I talked about how much I love you guys. Y'all are great. This is so much fun. This is so nice. Um, but I did very recently delete a comment that somebody left on one of my videos. I'm about to delete one more. I know that me filming in my office is me kind of letting you guys in a little bit on what my life is like. I don't want people trying to figure out where I'm at. And I'm asking you, as a friend, I'm asking you as someone that you've spent some time with, I'm asking you as somebody who believes that you guys are decent human beings. I'm asking you not to look too hard into like where I'm at, what I'm doing, what I have on my desk, da 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 da. I'm asking you to do that. And I know by saying it out loud, I'm just asking for attention kind of. I really am not. I really am not. My work has nothing to do with this right here. I'm literally just a working asshole like the rest of you. I go to a job, I go home, I go to a job, I go home. But I just wanted to mention it because honestly, it makes me feel nervous and it makes me not want to film because I film here because right now filming in my car is very difficult because my car is in the shop, number one. But number two, it's also hot as a bitch outside. And so I can't spend an hour in the car talking to you because it is so freaking hot. So in order to be able to speak to you, I'm speaking to you here. So in a way, it's kind of me giving you content in the best way that I can, in a way that allows me to give you content comfortably. So it would really make me sad if you guys decided, let's play Inspector Gadget and let's, try to figure out what she's doing, because we don't need to have that kind of relationship, guys. We need to have a respect relationship. I respect you. I don't ever ask you where the fuck you are. I don't ever try to figure out where you live, not because I don't like you, but because you're entitled to privacy. So I really, really hope that you guys will give me that same privacy as well because, you know, boundaries. But anyway, that's all I wanted to say. I still care for you guys very, very much. I still want good things for you. I won't do you like Doja Cat and be like, I don't love you. I don't even know you crazies. Don't be using my real name. Well, I am going to be like her in that respect. Don't be using my real name. Well, you can call me Sam, of course, but I'm just saying, like, if you know my last name because we've traded before, don't put that shit on my videos. That's not cool. But I say all that to say, I want to keep loving on you guys. If I feel like I can't trust you, then we can't be loving on each other. So I just want to put that out there for those of you who are thinking, oh, wow, let's play Internet Detectives. Don't. That's not fun. That's not cool. That's not cool. And you're cool. But anyway, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you. This is always, always a good time. And hopefully we'll get together soon. I don't have any packages coming. I am going to order the new Kiss of Life CD. I am going to order that. That's the only thing for sure that I know I'm going to get. I'm going to get the Kiss of Life CD. If you know, you know. It's great. Get into it. Talk to you later. Bye.